yeah. Apply pressure from every angle, you feel me? Yeah, you know. Attack mode. Never fold, man. Nah, never fold, never quit, yeah. Keep going, like, yeah.
Now they gotta feel me, yeah. Now they gotta feel me, yeah. Now they finna feel me, I try to keep it cool, but niggas always act a fool. So now they gotta feel me, yeah. Now they gotta feel me, yeah. Now they finna feel me. I try to keep it cool, but niggas always act a fool. So now they gotta,
yeah, I smoke that dang. Tryna get M's in the bank, fuck what they think. Knock a nigga whole mouth out. Come side me, top break, throw hands like Tank. Knock it out the park like Hank. I've been doing them planks, what you got on my drink? I've been trying to keep my sane. Humanity so lame, fuck you and your gang. Speaking on the dead man's name.
Roll Tide full of pride, here we go. Roll Tide full of pride, here we go, baby. Down at the levee, we going fishing at the levee. Roll Tide, man, you know what it is, you know what it ain't. 79 days, I repeat, 79 days until the season begins. Isn't it great news? Isn't it great news? Been a minute, yeah, been a minute since I did a Bama Live myself. As you know, I talk Vikings football as well. Things have been revving up, going crazy, heating up, etc. for Minnesota Vikings football in general. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. But, you know, I had to come back and get back right quick with Bama football and hit some Bama football news type shit. You know, I had to do it. You know, I was going to do it. You know, it's Roll Tide full of pride all day, all night. Sure, you're right. Yeah, been really talking Vikings football heavy, but it's only 79 days. I repeat, 79 days into the first game of the season. Very excited about this season coming up for Bama. The players, the defense, especially. I expect to see an elite defense, a physical defense, a defense that flies around the field for sure. You know, top 5 and all that. No cap. Offensively, the quarterback position, who will be the QB1? Excited about both quarterbacks, if I'm being real, in general. The O-line, the new offensive line coach, Adrian Clem. Excited to see what he's going to do with them big boys up front. The physicality we should see or hope that we will see from them. Can they get back to murder ball? I repeat, murder ball for real. So a lot of questions about the Alabama football team, bro. How does Kalen DeBoer do this year? Does he show up this year? Is his team better this year? You know? But very excited about the season coming up. Opener with East Carolina, which young boys gonna step up, freshmen, sophomores, etc. You got juniors coming in playing, sophomores coming in playing, dog. You know, some freshmen who may make noise this year as well, but hell, you talk about Dejon Lee. Very excited about him. You talk about Carmelo O'Neal, Zabian Brown, the list goes on. Mincy even. Young players, veteran players per se. This secondary should be the best in the land. I stand on that 10 toes down, no doubt. You know it. I know it. Here we go, man. We're going to get into a little Bama news. Like I say, recruiting is turning up, ramping up. Recruiting is definitely ramping up, has been turned up already. You know, I got to catch up on some recruiting news myself, man. Here we go. Give me 1 second. So, roll tide, man. Where's the thing that I had that? Here we go. 1 second. Here we go. Let's get to it, man. So Alabama recruiting intel, what we learned over the weekend and what's ahead before the dead period. Alabama has plenty of storylines to follow as the final week of official visits arrives. But first, it's time to get everyone caught up on what transpired over the last few days. The Crimson Tide hosted only 2 official visitors this past weekend. There is little concern regarding 4-star quarterback Trent Seaborn, who has yet to schedule a visit elsewhere since committing to Alabama last fall and has no plans to do so. Alabama also made a strong impression on one of Seaborn's fellow in-state recruits, while continuing to be viewed as the favorite for top 100 wide receiver Osani Gales, who turned in an MVP performance this past weekend on the opposite side of the country. The Crimson Tide unexpectedly lost one of its top commitments, but has seemingly weathered the storm thus far with several remaining priority targets who took official visits elsewhere. Alabama also extended a new offer Sunday night to a prospect who is scheduled to officially visit this weekend. It's shaping up to be a busy week in recruiting, with dead period set to begin in less than a week on June 22nd. Let's see what we have for these right here, these highlights right here, man. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Here we go, man. Let's get to it. Once again, the season begins in 79 days for real. Bama football is damn near back. Here we go. Let's get appreciate for the invite to work out in Alabama. Keep stacking days. So more recruits in the building, definitely. On visits, official visits, etc. Here we go. Let's get it. So I'm gonna run it back. For athletic shit wild. All that. Tyler Young, I believe. Edge rusher, I'm assuming. Yeah, by the looks of him, very a physical specimen. You talking about potential type shit, size, power, speed, all there early. Talk about so much high upside on him. Damn, here we go, man. Let's get her. See what else we got here. See if any more highlight videos we can tap into. What's this here? Let's get her. Hold on. Big body up front, big boys up front. Talk about Tuscaloosa 27. Update: Alabama has extended an offer to Hillcrest Tuscaloosa 27 edge Jeremiah Beverly. So once again, this is Jeremiah Beverly right here. The 6'2", 235-pound defender has been a player I've watched for the last 2 years. High motor, relentless effort, great eval from player Pro Morgan and the Alabama staff. Here we go. Let's get into it. Here we go. Come on, Stacy. Blacking, huh? And after it, here we go. Next camera, Boy, getting it out. I gotta run that back one more again, huh? Them boys getting it in for real. Here we go. Really buffering right now? Yeah. Back to it. Yeah. Yeah, what's going down? Are you kidding me right now? Come on, now, don't do that now. See if we can run it back here, man.
Hands outside. Good separation. Come on, Stacy.
Cracking helmets, boy. For real. Here we go. Get it. Nice work. Definitely nice work right there, for real. Here we go, man. Get back to it. So a lot of news. I repeat, a lot of news, a lot of things going on in Bama right now, for sure. You know. What about the trenches, though? What about the trenches, though? Very important. Is Bama building its trenches, etc. Here we go. Alabama is set to host its fourth and final official visit. Weekend is set to begin this weekend. The Crimson Tide will welcome a number of its remaining targets, with more visitors than the past 2 weekends, as it looks to lock down even more members of its 2027 class. One of those visitors will be in-state offensive lineman Stafford Willis out of Arab High School. He was offered by the Crimson Tide recently after a second June trip to Tuscaloosa, an offer that had been in the works for quite some time. Here we go. Let's get it. It was awesome. I mean, it was kind of a big relief. Willis told Bama Online. Not that I've been worried about it, just anticipating it and hoping it would happen. It's another great opportunity, especially being in state school. That's exciting. It was awesome, unreal moment. It was special too because it was me, my mom, my dad, and Coach DeBoer. That was it. It was super cool. Shout out Willis once again in the building. Stafford Willis in the building. Here we go. Let's see here, man. Trenches once again. Trenches heavy. Let's see. Rival Industries has him ranked 84. What's his measurements? Once again, out of Arab, Alabama. Shout out Arab, Alabama. Here we go. 6'5", 290. Pretty big boy. Oh yeah, pretty big boy for real. Offensive tackle. Definitely a lot of upside, high ceiling, major ceiling for him. Just growing into his body alone, right? Right. Simply growing into his body, continuing to mature alone, his ceiling is at a high level. Max 10. I repeat, max 10. Roll Tide full of pride. Here we go, bro. Roll damn Tide. Here we come. Let's get back to it, man. Let's get it. Here. Let's go here again with it. Now I want to check out some of Bama's most important players coming up this year. Of course, you got to dive into recruiting. I'll get to more of that in the next live for sure. But I want to break down because the season, like I said, is only 79 days away. So I want to break down more of the roster as well. Which players are important, more important, least important, etc. Of course, all players are important for sure, but you know, the superstars, the ones that stand out, etc. The major factors, etc., X factors and all that, no doubt. 1 second, man. Here we go. You know, so we take a look at Alabama's top 25 most important players for 2026. We go. So right here they say they say Caleb Woodson ranks at number 6. Let's break it down, though. Woodson profile 6'3", 6'3", 238 pounds. Hometown Haymarket, Virginia. Shout out Haymarket, Virginia. High school battlefield, previous school Virginia Tech. Rivals industry ranking. He was only a 3-star ranking coming out. He came out in 23. Number 974 nationally. 93 linebacker. Number 93 linebacker. Number 25 in the state of Virginia. Here we go. 2026 outlook. Alabama has to replace all 3 of its top linebackers from last year's team. And while it welcomed back 5 years, and while it welcomed back 5 players at the position, it was clear the Crimson Tide needed to add some experience to the room via the transfer portal. Woodson entered the portal on January 2nd, visited Alabama from January 4th to 5th, and committed on January 6th. He started 16 games during his 3 years at Virginia Tech, and in each of the last 2 seasons, Woodson was second on the team in total tackles. As a true senior, he is entering his final year of collegiate eligibility. Very high on Caleb Woodson. Like I say, big body, he can run, he can move, versatile. He can damn near play safety if you need him to. He's the type linebacker, big enough, but also definitely fast enough to run with tight ends, receivers at times, running backs, fullbacks. Boom, you know it. I know it. So Caleb Woodson, Kane Womack spoke highly about him already, talked about his motor, his effort, the effort he plays with, etc. You know, and what does Kane Womack, how does Kane Womack want this defense to play? For 4 quarters, consistently, violence, aggressive, period. You know it. I know it. We saw it a lot of times last year, but it wasn't consistent enough. We need more consistency from this defense, bro. Period. Here we go. Woodson enrolled at UA during the spring semester and went through the Crimson Tide spring practices. It didn't take long for the former Hokie to start receiving first-team reps, and he ended the 15-practice spring as a clear favorite for one of the starting vacancies in the middle of UA's defense. Alabama has several other inside backers competing for playing time, but Woodson is going to see a lot of the field this fall. He's also been labeled as a captain type, bringing in some much-needed leadership that was absent after the 2025 seniors departed. Here we go. He's a professional, Alabama defensive coordinator, Kane Womack said. He's very much business-like about his business. He uses the resources of this program, which are obviously vast here. So he's up here a lot. He's around the program. You can see he's already engaged in some of the younger players. He's not just here for himself. He wants to be a good teammate. He wants to be a leader. He's hungry. He asks a lot of questions. But probably the biggest thing that stands out over the first 4 days is just how hard he plays. Matter of fact, clap it up for Caleb Williams for sure, bro. Here we go. That's what you need right there. You play hard or not. You got a high motor or not, man. You going to leave it on the field or not, period. And the fact that he plays hard every down, every rep, that's what you need, bro, right there. I know some people say, hey, it's okay to take some downs off, take some plays off. A bullshit. Huh? The hell you talking about round yonder, man? It's okay to take some plays off. Bitch, when? Bitch, why, huh? Yeah. Here we go. You should go 100% every play. I repeat, every play for sure. Let's get it. I mean, we are really stressing the effort and finish that we play with. And so we want to make sure we're doing that. Caleb is really setting the tone for those things right now. Why number 6? Here we go. Alabama targeted several experienced players who could come in and make an immediate impact on the defensive side of the football. Several of them are included on this offseason list, but Woodson is ranked the highest of the group. Why? As we said above, the Crimson Tide has to replace the 3 off-ball linebackers who played the majority of the first-team snaps last year. Not only were Deontay Lawson, Justin Jefferson, and Nakia Hill-Green productive, but they were some of Alabama's top leaders, especially Lawson, a 2-time team captain. The Tide welcomed back 5 linebackers who could all make a case for playing time this year. The coaching staff feels good about the players it has recruited over the last 2 cycles. So UA didn't have to go out and add multiple transfer linebackers to this year's roster. That's why I say I don't care what they talking about, bro. Recruiting is still important. Recruiting is very important. Player development is very important. No cap. Here we go. You know, you cannot neglect the recruiting side of it at all. It needed the right one, and Woodson seems to have checked all the boxes. Here we go. He's played a lot of football in a power conference and was a leader during his time at Virginia Tech. Alabama needs someone to be the alpha in the middle of his defense, with Lawson running out of eligibility. Woodson could have been ranked higher, but we don't know exactly who the Crimson Tide is going to use its linebackers in 2026. Meaning it could once again utilize a rotation. We have seen that the last several years. Even when Alabama had a first-round draft pick on the roster, players like QB Reese, Luke Metz, and others are going to push for key roles. And while we know that Woodson will be firmly in the mix, it remains to be seen just how many off-ball linebackers we'll see this fall. Regardless, Woodson is going to play and play a lot. Here we go. Yes, we go, man. So like I say, the linebacker position definitely important for Bama, of course. Definitely important for Bama, dog. Of course. You know it. I know it. You lost players. How do you regroup? How do you bounce back? Can you recycle? Can you recycle Kalen DeBoer? And you got to give props when props are due, for sure. Everybody was worried about, Kalen DeBoer, can he recruit? Can he not recruit? Can he really compete and contend with the SEC top recruiters and all that type shit? Can Kalen DeBoer adapt to the recruiting game, just the SEC game in general, bro? Will he attack in state? Will he attack really down south? Or will he just stay out west, Midwest, California, etc.? Kalen DeBoer has done a great job as far as recruiting goes, man. No way around it, for real, dog. No cap. Not only attacking out west, Midwest, and all over, but hell, right there in Alabama, home state, in-state, for sure. Shout out Alabama, the whole state, period, dog. Roll Tide full of pride. Here we go, heavy. You know it. I know it. But Alabama, in-state, Mississippi, all the southern states, etc. Landing Elijah Haven out of Louisiana, etc. Elijah Haven, not to mention, but you must mention the #1 quarterback in the nation, in the world, in the land. And Kalen DeBoer got him heavy. Fantastic move. Wow. When you talk about winning recruitment right there, now you got to do more. Of course, there's more to do, but shout out Kalen DeBoer for what he did as far as attacking recruiting and continuing to tackle recruiting in the South. Can't take that from him, dog. Once again, let's get back to it. We got here, man. Okay, so we got some news on the schedule. As far as, which games are night games, early games, prime time, etc. So what the hell flex? Oh, flex means they could change that bitch, change the time of it anytime right now. So 2026 Alabama football schedule. September 5th, East Carolina, 11 a.m. ABC, early one. September 12th at Kentucky, 2:30 p.m. ABC. It could be a good game. Kentucky is definitely a better team, no cap. September 19th, Florida State. Revenge is a must. I repeat, Holmes. Revenge is a must. Heavy. Roll Tide, full of pride. Roll Tide. Here we go, man. Let's get it. Once again, September 19th, Florida State, 2:30 p.m. ABC. Kind of prime time, kind of ain't, but here we go. Let's get it. It don't matter what time. Go win. September 26th, South Carolina, night game. I love it at home. I love it at home. Let's beat they damn ass. Here we go. October 3rd at Mississippi State, early game. Don't got the time, no, here we go. October 10th, Georgia, night game, heavy. At home too. Let's get it. Let's rock and roll. Let's lock in, man. For real. Roll Tide, full of pride. Roll Tide. Here we go, baby. October 17 at Tennessee, tough game potentially. Flex schedule. October 24th, Texas A&M flex. October 31st, bye. You know, so you got to buy on Halloween. Here we go. Heavy. November 7th at LSU flex. Flex schedule. November 14th at Vanderbilt. Wow, man. You know, how will Vanderbilt look this year? Past 2-3 years, Vanderbilt is balling. Vanderbilt has changed the narrative about them for real. Now, how long will it last? You just got to wait and see. But at Vanderbilt, don't go in there sleeping. You better be up early. Here we go. Roll Tide. November 21st, Chattanooga, 1 p.m. SEC Network Plus. November 28th, you know it, I know it. Auburn, Iron Bowl, etc. One of the biggest games, if not the biggest rivalry game of the year. Here we go. Oh yeah, so like I said earlier, man, very excited about this season. See what them boys do. See how them boys handle the pressure type shit. See how prepared Kalen DeBoer has them. Does he have them ready? Are they prepared to play real Bama murder ball? You know, but one thing you can say, since DeBoer has been in the building, it's been progression. You got to give him credit for that. Now, of course, not the outcome in some games that we as Bama fans want to see. Of course, some performances have been really piss poor. But we talk about improving every season. He did it, you know. First year, no playoffs. Second year, playoffs. First round win, etc. So you got to give credit where credit is due once again, no doubt. But the board, great job, Holmes. Great job, K-Dog, on recruiting and attacking recruiting in the right way. And let's admit it, everybody was worried about it, scared of it. Oh, can DeBoer really adapt? And he did that. He's doing that right now. Here we go, bro. Roll Tide. For real. Get back to it, man. You know? So we got here on this thing, yeah, man. Once again, like I say, set 79 days into the season. Just had to get back on my Bama Live type shit as well, bro. Been a real minute. Like I say, Minnesota Vikings football revving up, news revving up, etc. Matter of fact, training camp coming up, but don't even worry about it, man. We're going to mix Bama in every week, no doubt. Roll Tide, full of pride. Roll Tide, win, lose, or draw, but we come to win. Roll damn Tide. Here we go, baby. Let's work. Let's get it. Yeah, heavy. You know it. I know it. We go. Also, Kalen DeBoer speaking a little bit. Let's see what's up with DeBoer a little bit. Type. Let's get it. You know, DeBoer speaking again. Here we go. Let's get it, man.
Network.
Show us. Yeah.
How you doing? Good. Good to see you. Coach, you're in the midst of a quarterback competition.
How much does the leadership provided for the player-led practices influence your decision for the starter in the fall?
Oh, I think it's everything. It's not just about those practices.
And a great question off the rip, definitely in a real quarterback decision dilemma. I wouldn't say dilemma, but it's a good problem to be in per se. Two quarterbacks who are very skilled. At this point, you would say Keelan Russell, you give him the edge, right? Just the way he performed on A-Day, the A-Day game, etc. Even though Austin Mack may have been banged up, injured a little bit, whatever the case was, he came on the field, he chose to play, he chose to be out there, right? Boom, he was healthy enough, ready enough to be out there for sure. So you must hold him accountable of his actions on the field. Here we go.
It's about what you see each and every day, and I mean, we got two great leaders, and so it has to be that way. I know that the respect by the team is what it needs to be. They believe in these guys as quarterbacks on the field. They also really love who these guys are as people off the field, and they're great. They're great teammates, and so they've obviously got different personalities. It comes out in different ways, but they attack every day. They go after it with their teammates, and I know the competition's strong right now, and it's going to be that way, I know, through the fall.
Coach, what would you like to tell your fan base about how you address the offensive line situation moving forward?
The offensive line,
right?
Well, I mean, we've brought in a number of players. We had to with the graduation of 5 guys, a couple guys in the NFL, a couple more in the portal. So there were some needs. Of course, we brought some high school guys in, and the rest had to be filled in with the portal. So they're all working hard. Love the direction that it's headed. Coach Clem, our offensive line coach, has done a great job. Not just from a teaching aspect, but the chemistry. Really pushing them, and he has great high expectations. He's done it at a high level. He knows it's supposed to look like, not just in college, but the NFL. And those guys really, I think.
Yeah, shout out Adrian Clem. Shout out Adrian Clem for real. Different dynamic, bringing a different dynamic to the O-line. Hopefully more physicality is one benefit of having him, of hiring him, etc. We need more physicality up front, period. We need more tenacity, aggression, anger, etc. You know it. I know. Roll Tide full of pride, bro. Roll Tide. Here we go. Let's get back to Murder Bowl.
Respect that part about it, and his efficiency of teaching, I think, stands out to me, and they appreciate that.
Coach Ryan Williams, in his 3rd year with the program, been there your whole time. In this era where people bounce around, what does that mean to you, and how has he developed in his time there, now entering year 3?
Yeah, it's crazy to think that he's already in year 3. Time's flown by, and I guess first.
Yeah, year 3, man. Year 3 after having a down year. Shout out Ryan Cole Williams for real. But hey, we need him to step up. We need you to step up, bro. No cap. Ain't no more this rookie or young guy. You are a veteran now. You must step up now. You must lead now on and off the field for real. Period, bro. Point blank. Period. Heavy. Ryan Coleman Williams, will you step up? Will you be a leader, brother? Leader, we need you to be. It is definitely on you. You are definitely one of the leaders out there, man. Ain't no way around it. So step up, bro. Put up or shut up. But on that field where it's real, it's time for you to elevate and take it to the next level, Ryan Williams. Oh, I know it's in you. Definitely know it's in you. Hey, no disrespect. I mean, Ryan Coleman Williams. But the talent, definitely there. That dog, definitely there. Now, hell, I don't know what happened to him last year or to it last year. Something was going on. Maybe you was too caught up in certain situations outside the field, family, girlfriend, relationship, whatever, friends, foes, whatever, bro. But something was going on mentally with you last year, physically too. So it's time for you to step up and elevate, because you got a lot to make up. You got a lot to do, bro. You got to make up for a whole piss poor season. And you talking about not only just to your brothers on the team, to Bama football, but you're talking about NFL. You want to be a first round pick potentially, or you got to step up this year and show out. Everybody know, believe you me, everybody know, the scouts know, for real. You had a bad year, a down year, whatever you want to call it. It happened. It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. I'm rooting for you, bro. I want the best for you for sure. But you got to really zone in and lock in. Get that work, get that work. Roll Tide full of pride, bro. Here we go. Matter of fact, I'm finna get up out of here. I'm gonna finish this video up on the live later on. Like I say, Bama lives are back for show, for the long haul, for real. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell as well, man. Why not? Support the grind, support the channel. You support the fake already, support the real, for real. You know it, I know it. Down at the levee, we going fishing at the levee. Roll Tide full of pride, man. Win, lose, or draw, but we come to win. Roll Tide heavy. Here we come.